Hey guys, just waiting for people to pop on. It's just 12:01, so we're going to wait a couple minutes and let people hop on, and then we're going to get to the presentation all about making connections on LinkedIn. Looking forward to meeting you all and sharing some great information with you. So let's wait a couple more minutes until people come on, and then we'll get going. I'm excited to share some great information with you. The last one that we had, the checklist for your ultimate LinkedIn profile, was such a huge success that I wanted to do another one. So I'm really looking forward to this one. It's all about making connections on LinkedIn. So I'm very excited about sharing some great information with you, sharing some resources that I have that would help, that's going to help you out. So I'm super excited about all of this. But like I said, let's wait a couple more minutes and we'll get going. I'm going to try not to take too long. I know that it's people's lunch breaks, or maybe you're just starting out in the day. So I'm not going to, take up too much time, but I do want to give you some valuable information about LinkedIn because I just think it's such an awesome platform. Again, if you're just joining us, this is All My Secrets Revealed, how to make connections on LinkedIn. It's the third one in a 4-part series that I've been doing on LinkedIn. The third webinar. I've had such great success with them that I just love sharing information and knowledge about LinkedIn. So this is the third one in the 4th series. Next one will be next Tuesday. But right now we're going to do this one, and I can't wait to share some of my secrets with you. So again, we're just going to wait a couple more minutes, let people hop on. It's noon, so I know people are busy. They have their busy work schedules. Maybe you're on lunch, maybe you're on a break. Maybe you just kind of stepped away from your desk for a little bit to catch this. So I'm not going to take up too much time. But I do have, some information I want to get through. I want to be able to answer some questions if anyone has them. So I'm going to wait a couple more minutes, get the show on the road, and send you off with some great knowledge about LinkedIn and some great resources that I have. All right, so if you don't mind, I'm going to get going. This is being recorded, so hopefully if I cross my fingers, if I do it right, then the recording is going to be able to be shared. But let's get the show on the road and let's get going. So in case you don't know what you're turning into, this is All My Secrets Revealed, how to make connections on LinkedIn. It's also how to create the ultimate networking sales funnel on LinkedIn. So who is this for? This is for executive leadership coaches, service-based coaches and consultants, entrepreneurs, business owners, leadership coaches, professionals. This is all for you. A little bit about me, in case you didn't catch the last replay or the last webinars. A little bit about me. I first started in the network business over 30 years ago. I've always loved the idea of working from home and being in charge of when and how much to work, creating an income to help support my growing family and take some burden off of my husband, and of course, flexibility and time freedom. Little back history about me. In 2017, I joined my very last network marketing company. I had always loved the idea of working from home. Network marketing companies always provided that avenue. I joined many network marketing companies. Just to name a few, I joined Herbalife, Isagenix, I sold wine, I did Avon, 31, I tried them all. Like I said, in 2017, I joined my last, what I like to call unicorn company, because whatever company I joined, I always had the same struggles, which were recruiting clients, sales, and people that shared the same vision. So when someone in the top 2% of the last company that I joined, which was Melaleuca, approached me and asked me to help him generate leads on LinkedIn, and I quickly said yes, I realized that if this person who's in the top 2% of his company had the same struggles that I did, so did everybody else. Without lead generation, you have no clients or sales. I quickly fell in love with generating leads on LinkedIn, and that's when my business was formed, because like I said, if this person had the same struggles that I did, so did everybody else. Just a quick little tips about me. I have an extensive history being an entrepreneur with sales experience. I've helped well over 260 businesses. Now it's 300 plus grow their business using my method. And everything I teach and do is designed to give you the results that you desire. So what steps do you need to create the results you want? You need to create your brand presence, listen to what's happening with your target audience, stay top of mind, build an audience, find and connect with prospects. Now, the biggest mistakes I see people making on LinkedIn is no profile photo. Their headline is just yicky, not selling yourself enough in the about summary, a bare and basic experience section, not being proactive with recommendations, and too much or too little activity. There's a delicate balance between that. Few things to avoid when using the platform. LinkedIn is not Facebook or Twitter. Keep your status as positive. Don't send messages that say, I see you viewed my profile. Use a professional photo. Don't lie. It's not just about job hunting, and don't connect and immediately sell. The secret sauce is to know your market and let them get to know you. Maximize your power so your ideal prospects not only like you, but they love you. Have a converting process to turn them into clients, referrals, and buyers. Know, love, trust is like what I like to say. So here's the process. You define your ideal client. You find those ideal clients on LinkedIn. You send out a personalized connection request, publish useful bits of content on a regular basis, and invite them to engage with your content and eventually with you and your products or services. And the biggest step of all that you can take is get on LinkedIn now. What can you do on LinkedIn to help you build your know, love, trust? Create a company page, have a complete profile, take advantage of LinkedIn groups, take a long-term view to build relationships, stay active and be consistent, include your LinkedIn in your website, in your signatures, in emails, connect with influencers, and find people that are similar to your ideal clients. They call it a lookalike audience. So let's go over to now for this technical difficulties that I'm having. Let's go over to how you build those connections. So this is a resource that comes with one of my courses, and we'll go over that at the end. It's all about making connections, leveraging LinkedIn. Think of LinkedIn as a giant networking event, and you're filling the room with people that want to connect with you, possibly do business with you, learn about you. It's your ability to fill the room. But first, like I said a few minutes ago, without the correct profile, without a profile that is optimized, up to date, people are not going to want to connect with you. So that's the first step, is to have a profile that is complete, up to date, showcases your expertise, lets people know what you're about. It should draw people in. Your profile should be a networking sales funnel. They should land on your profile and immediately want to do business with you. So the three things that you need is, the top three things that you need in your profile is a banner, a profile picture, and your headline. If you at least don't have those three basic things, people are not going to want to do business with you. They're not going to want to connect with you. They're not going to want to know about you. So that's the first step, is to make sure that you have a complete profile. And that's where I come in, and we'll go through that, and I will tell you how I can help you do that. But you need to have a complete profile, a complete LinkedIn profile. It's incredibly important. So let's say you have a complete profile, you're ready to make connections, you're ready to network, you're ready to grow your network or referral basis. You want people to know you, like you, you want to eventually maybe have them as a client or whatever. You need to start making connections, and it's all about making quality connections over quantity connections, quality over quantity. It's so, so important. So LinkedIn's mission is to connect the world's professionals. There are over 700 million users on LinkedIn in over 200 countries. That's huge. Think of the ability to connect with all these people. It's giant. It's giant. So the goal is to network and get your name out there. You want to connect with people with intent. And like I said, think of it as a really big networking event. So you want to send out a message that speaks to people. And the general template for that is to personalize your greeting, mention how you know them, how you found them, be polite. And I always say add a bonus signature in your website. You don't have to, but it's always kind of a nice touch. I mean, you know, it's just makes you professional. And it's a nice touch, but you always want to send, you know, invites, personalized invites and thank you messages for connecting. It's, you know, it's polite. It's the right thing to do. If you met someone in the, you know, face-to-face with somebody, you know, you would say, hi, my name is so-and-so, you know, and you would share a little bit about it. So think of it that way. It's just that you're doing it through messaging. So let's go over some examples of messaging. And again, this is a template that you get when you do, you receive this when you do register for, you know, my trainings, along with other material. But I just thought we would go over some of the messaging templates, some of the suggestions. You know, you don't necessarily have to do these word for word. It's just a template. It's just a suggestion. Like I said, it's an idea. You know, feel free to tweak it or, you know, adjust it so it sounds like you. I always say to make sure that it sounds like you, not somebody else. You know, you want to be genuine, you want to be authentic, you want to build genuine connections. So, you know, you don't want to make it not sound like you. You don't want to sound spammy or salesy, but you want to make it sound like you. So somebody like that you'd like to work with, here's a great example. I've noticed your presence here on LinkedIn and I'm so impressed by your work. I'd love to see if we can work together. Would you be open to discussing on a, you know, via a quick phone call? Maybe it's a quick Zoom. Look forward to working with you or possibly working with you. Super simple. Somebody whose content you found on LinkedIn. Hi, John. I recently stumbled upon your whatever video or, you know, article, whatever topic. I was blown away by it. I couldn't agree more about your take on it, you know, whatever. And knew I needed to try and reach out to you. I'd love to connect and keep up to date on your inspiring content. Super friendly, super personal. You know, you're complimenting them right off the bat. You know, who wouldn't happily respond to that? Here's an example of the same school. Maybe someone in your, you know, a strong leader, influencer in your industry. You know, I always say connect with people that are in your industry. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, you could be referral partners. You could maybe possibly work together on a project. You know, don't be afraid to connect with people that are in the same industry as you. It's always, you know, it's great. And, you know, you always want to keep an eye on your competition and see what they're up to, see what they're doing, see, you know, if they offer something new. So don't be afraid to share with, you know, to connect with people that are in your same industry or an influencer. I think it's great to do that. Some people, you know, may disagree with me and say, you know, you only want to connect with your lookalike audience, your ideal audience. But I say, you know, why not connect with other people in your field? You know, it's always, you know, just because they're in the same field as you doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to work with the same clients as you. You know, they may have a client that they, you know, for whatever reason can't or won't work with. So maybe they'll refer them to you. It could be a great referral partnership. So again, I've been following your content and I'm so impressed with all you've accomplished. I recently read, maybe you listen to a podcast or you watch an interview. I'd love to discover more about your work and support you. Someone on LinkedIn you want to connect with, maybe it's, you know, your ideal client. It's, you know, someone who you want to, you know, possibly share your, you know, what you can do to help them. I recently stumbled upon your whatever, you know, your video, your whatever newsletter. and I was blown away. I couldn't agree more about your take on such and such. I needed to try and reach out. I'd love to connect and keep up to date with your inspiring content. Again, the compliments and that personalization and that, friendship that you're offering, of course they're going to respond. They're more likely to respond to that than, hey, I checked out your profile, would love to connect. You're really speaking to them. It's highly personalized. And of course you're, most likely going to get, a response or accepted connection. It's just going to work if you're personalizing to that extent. Right here, networking isn't about just connecting people. It's about connecting people with ideas, people with opportunities. I think that's super important to remember because, you're not just building a network, but you're, sharing ideas, you're supporting other people, you're sharing opportunities, knowledge. I just think it's huge. So that's just a few suggestions. Of a personalized invite. And again, I always tell people to, if they, when people respond to your invite, to at least within 24 hours, thank them for connecting. Always send out a thank you message. That can be super sweet, thank you for connecting. I'm so looking forward to learning more about you. Looking forward to hearing from you. It goes a long ways. It really does. It goes a long ways to start building that rapport and that know, like, and trust. Another great way to build connections is by your content. It's, I don't want you sharing content, 5 times a day or anything. It's not like Facebook, it's not like Instagram, but that's another way, is to share content. And when people respond to your content, whether by liking or maybe they comment on your content, shooting them a quick message, responding to their comments. Another great way to build connections. I couldn't, when you post that content and someone says, I couldn't agree more, say thank you. Say, I'm so glad that, you found this useful. Whatever. Respond to comments, and if people are liking your posts, another great way to make connections. But again, if you don't have your profile up to date, optimized, if you're missing, key elements of your profile, all of this isn't really going to matter, because people won't want to connect with you if they don't see you, if they don't see your profile picture, if they don't see what you're about, if they don't see in your headline and learn just that little bit about you. People aren't going to want to connect with you. So that's where I can come in. So what I offer is courses and trainings. I have the LinkedIn Mastery Complete course, where you get my free checklist, 2 e-guides, which is one of them that we just quickly went over, access to a private Facebook group, LinkedIn update guide, 5-minute LinkedIn marketing plan and guide, LinkedIn header, oh my gosh, LinkedIn header Canva templates, LinkedIn stat spreadsheet, 2 one-hour one-on-one coaching sessions via Zoom. And in the first coaching session, we go over your about section and really nail that down, because that's key. Key, along with your profile picture, your banner, your headline, your summary section, or your about section is key. So that's one training that I have. And the other one is the LinkedIn Crash Course. It has one one-hour interactive live coaching session. It has the checklist. and building a little KLT, another download. So let's go back over that. I have the LinkedIn Mastery Complete course. And you get all of these great things, which is $197. And the LinkedIn Crash Course, which is $97. But I have had such great success with these courses that if you enter super sale, all capital letters, super sale for either the Crash Course or the Mastery Course, you get 40% off, which is a great, great value, especially for the Mastery Course, because you're getting so much. The checklist, the e-guides, the Facebook group, the update guide, the marketing plan, Canva templates, spreadsheet, 2 one-hour coaching sessions. And we go over your about section and summary section and completely revamp it. So the Mastery Course is $197, but with super sale coupon, all capital letters, super sale, you get 40% off. The LinkedIn Crash Course, which is $97. If you enter super sale, all capital letters, when you check out, it's a complete bargain. So what's your next step? You can visit virtualsuccesswithlisa.net. You can register here. You can connect with me on Facebook, on LinkedIn, and of course, you can email me. So let's go back and see if there's any questions that I can answer, or if anyone has put in any questions. All righty, well, somebody asked when this offer will end. This is not going to end. I've had such a great response, and the response has been so great for the trainings that I'm going to keep this going. It was something that I was offering in March. And like I said, it's been such a huge success. I'm going to keep it going because I think it's just so valuable. And I love helping people succeed on LinkedIn. It's my total jam, as I like to say. I love sharing my resources, my knowledge. So I'm not planning on ending the super sale soon, probably within a couple of weeks, just because I think, that'll be long enough. But as of right now, I am planning on keeping it for at least another week or so, because like I said, it's been such a huge success. I want people to succeed on LinkedIn. So register. This is a course that you do at your own pace. That was another question somebody asked. These are trainings that you do at your own pace. There's no time constraint. There's no time limit. The only thing that I ask you to do is to schedule your one-on-one coaching sessions within 30 days of purchase. But as far as the course and the trainings and the material, it's at your own pace. So thank you for that question. It's at your own pace. Like I said, I just ask you to schedule your first one-on-one training session within the 30 days. But again, this is something that you do at your own pace. So with that, I'm going to hop off. I appreciate everyone who joined me. I hope you found value in this. I hope that you register and take advantage of this great, these great trainings that I have. I know you'll find value in them, and I know that they will definitely help you. So again, thanks very much, and I will see you soon. Bye.